Okay, I might have solved the issues. Holy crap, that's intense. Let's see now if we can get a little bit more light on this. Whoa. Maybe something like that. And I'll just move this camera over a little bit. Move it down a little bit. Maybe that's good. Holy moly. Whoa, auto is not good. Let's not do auto, or let's do auto. More light is added. Let's see if we can scale up the camera as well. So you actually get something for that HD stuff. You probably won't, but we can imagine that you do. Maybe you don't want to see my trash can either. I'll move that. Zing. All right. Whew. That actually looks like it's a live stream. It actually looks pretty okay. Let's not screw this up now, Anton. Let's not do that. So now you can see my hands all over the place. Sorry about that, but I guess that's just something we have to live with. The problem, Lee, was that my laptop that I was using is simply not strong enough. So even if I have like a proper GPU and I have a wired network to it, it's probably a slow processor, so it can't handle the what is called X264 stream up. So that's probably like some encoding issues, because it's the same network, it's the same network cable and everything like that. So it's just a pain in the beep, to say the least. Maybe we can do something with this. Now, I know you can see Jetman in the chat, Dustin, he actually got one of these machines as well, which I think is pretty cool, but he got a non-assemble one. So I'm actually quite stoked on seeing how this one performs out of the box. I guess they don't really think that I can build a printer, and I don't blame them. So only thing that we can talk about here is that the packaging here is a little bit light. I'm not sure if this is the final packaging. I would assume it's not, because this is a little bit too light for me, but I guess it could work. So the machine itself, let's just take it out of the box, and then we throw the box away and use it for audio, what's it called? Silencing. Let's see, can we do something? Maybe I can just lower this camera here. I'm not gonna screw anything up, I think. I'm thinking that we can maybe get you guys a little bit closer to the action. Just moving the camera here. Again, suspense. I am reading the chat as much as I can, but due to the technical issues, it's a little bit slow. Let's see here. I don't want to get any like interference with the video there, but let's put it something like that. I think that's pretty good. I should probably use another screen for that. Let's see, now I see the chat as well. Hopefully, Joel, hopefully it's, maybe they think that you can assemble one. Oh, apparently I can't, so let's see here who asked that question. 3D printing science. I'm actually not entirely sure. This machine was sent to me to review and hopefully do that before the Indiegogo ends, but this printer is currently on Indiegogo. I'm assured that this is a final product, the ones that will ship, so it shouldn't be any differences at all. So let's see. I'll link you guys to the Indiegogo so you can check that out later. But this is what we have. Let's see, the light is still a little bit too strong. Let's use the my so-called photo skills to work that out. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's see, we have some bubble wrapping. Ooh. Oh, it feels like it expanded already. Let's see, let's take this out. This seems like some sort of important piece. Hello, camera. There we go. Maybe I should do that myself. Let's go there. It's a little bit dark, but it should probably be good. Okay, so we have a box here, or actually like it's not a box, it's something else. We got some stuff in it. We have a USB cable, awesome. We have three clamps and some Allen keys. We have a rocket ship. No, I'm just kidding. It's probably a spool holder. It looks like it. It's kind of cute. We have, what else do we have? We have two build surfaces. These are two build plates. Are they equally the same? Kind of looks so. Yeah, by the way guys, Sparky Face, it's so tiny. It's amazingly small. I mean, look at my hand. It's not that big, but it still has like a pretty decent build surface. So that's actually really impressive. So we got two build faces, which is very nice. We also get one of these surgical needles, surgical, however you say that in English. Those are really good to clean the nozzle in case you get any issues. Hashtag Ultimaker 3. No, it's not printed, it's probably laser cut, which is a far more efficient way of getting your spool holders made. But yeah, sure, it's pretty impressive that you can print on what it was 30 machines and print a lot of spool holders. I guess that's impressive. That's true, Mr. Mud. My hands are pretty big. We also get a power converter. And in my case, a EU standard cable, which should be good, because I'm in the EU, and we rock. And no, EU is not a country. It's several countries that maybe do something together once in a while. Let's see, we should try to unwrap this a little bit more. Ooh, it's exciting. No, you have to stay away from my hair today. Apparently YouTube just interferes when I try to show my face. By the way, we actually get one more print plate that is already attached in a machine. And this is probably the rear, as anyone would recognize. This is the rear, because we see exposed motors and no logo. Let's see, we have, that's a pretty cool rods. We have the power, we have the on-off. Apparently it's not battery driven, so that's a big minus. I'm just kidding. What else do we have? We have some, this is probably the groove for the, yep, that's where the spool holder goes, probably this way around. This is probably why I didn't get a kit, because I put the spool holder upside down. Also, here's the driving mechanism. Looks interesting. Yeah, 3 print plates. They are easy to remove, as you can see. It has these grooves. So, actually they're not. They're actually screwed in place. So I guess you get them for some reason. I don't know. I haven't actually seen inside of the machine just yet. So let's see, what else do we have? So we have a Bowden style extruder. It's a direct drive on the, there's no gearing of the teeths. I still always forget what that's called. We have a spring-loaded big ball bearing with some grooves. Not sure if you can see them. So we have a groove here on the ball bearing. It looks good. It looks strong. There's some 3D printed parts here. The cables seem to sit pretty nice, so that's nice. Everything goes down into what I think is the machine. But we have to turn it over to see. Ta-da! So here is the machine. We got a little squiddy wheel that you can press. It should be red so that like people don't press it. Also inside the machine, not shipping secured anyway. Okay, we get a pretty interesting construction. You see the belt here, and there's like a there's a mechanical. Okay. It's cute. It's very cute. So the extruder has a good blower fan on the PLA for cooling. Seems to have a small enough fan for the extruder. It's probably going to be a little bit loud since it's that small. Is that a Vulcan V6? I don't know, actually. I have to check that out. I'm just looking inside the machine. Not sure if you can see here how the construction is. Get some beauty shots. Have you had enough? Can I move it away? It's not that heavy. I mean, it's pretty... Ooh, here we have some exposed wires. Not sure about that. But sure, the power supply comes from outwards, but I would like to see a little bit of a cover here. But again, I guess this is just 12 volts, but again, it might be a little bit high... What's it called? This doesn't look too good here. The wires are crossing, but they are insulated, but they're still crossing. So I might just move that one a little bit to the side. Looks good anyway. But I would like some sort of cover here. But it's fun that you can... Oops, sorry, moving it away for you guys. Yeah, it needs a cover here to, in case you put it on something. Maybe that's what... No, these are build plates. But you could reuse them if you want to. Let's see. Interesting. Interesting. Two stepper motors close to each other. It's a really compact design. I mean, for this build size, you get this build volume, which is really interesting. Yeah, definitely needs some sort of cover, but maybe that's loaded on the SD card. Who knows? Let's see, what else is there? We have, yeah, speaking of that, we have an SD card slot up here. And what else? So it moves up and down over here. I'm just, okay, looking at the construction. So there is one axis here moving, the Z-axis is one screw on that side, and then this side we only have a bearing and a blank axis. What else is there? I don't think I got a SD card, did I? No, I think that's probably something they forgot about. So we have to see if there's anything we can do anyway. Before we start, I'm gonna open this up and gonna just attach these the spool holder. I'm just going to leave it there. Hey guys, as Dustin probably said just before, there's two build plates, and the thing in the middle here is just the original plates. So stupid as I am, I didn't realize that you just put these over, which means that they are very easy to remove. So that's not something I was thinking about. So that's what the clips are for. So you can easily attach the clips here, and you make sure that it sticks. Just gonna put those over. So it moves back and forth like that. That's cute. And this axis goes over there. My table is a little bit crooked. So there we go. With that said, I'm wondering where the SD or the power USB cable goes in. Actually can't see any slot for that. Oh, there it is. It's actually a little bit off. So that's something to note, that the cable goes into here, but the connector is up here. So that's a little bit interesting. Is that a design flaw maybe? Or is it just like assembly flaw on my one? I'm not completely sure. Well, this doesn't really work. This USB cable actually doesn't fit. Oh, it's the wrong panel, Dustin says. Yeah, that's interesting. And I actually didn't get an SD card with it, I think. Or maybe I haven't found it yet. All right, let's plug it in and see what happens. I do have a fire extinguisher somewhere. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Power. Now again, I apologize for being in the wrong studio set, so I need to like crawl a little bit for the power cable here, so bear with me a few seconds. See, it's plugged in. Can you see the screen? No, you cannot. Let's change that. Hey, hey, we got a screen. Hey, hey, Wilmer, hello. Blocks ready. Let's see, no SD card. I want to move the axis. Let's go auto home. Oh, it's homing. Moving my microphone so you can hear. That seems to be quite spot on. Let's see, I want to jog it. This one is 1 millimeter. Cool. Let's go Z. Can you guys hear the motors? It's okay, 3D print trader, I forgive you. Sometimes you just have to take calls instead of like watching people print. So while I find a SD card, I think that we can maybe load some filament. I should have something ready to go, quite simple. Nope, that's not good. Let's go with some standard light gray PLA. The 1 kilo spools are really big. Looks almost funny. Let's see, I'm just gonna show you guys here. I'm trying to push these back while I just push the filament upwards a little bit. And then we'll probably load it manually. So let's go to the menu, control, filament, load. Yeah. Oh, filament loaded? What? Heating. It's now heating up. It's alive! Yeah, it's really, really cute. I will try to arrange the SD card really, really, really quick. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay, it looks like I found the SD card. Hopefully it's acceptable. The printer is almost hot enough. Insert and press. Ooh, it moves. Now I'm gonna put the microphone really close. So this is the high-pitched noise. I think it's pretty okay. The spool here is a little bit, has seen its best days. Again, I need that was a catastrophical audio. Catastrophical audio issues, those are the best. Am I right? Let's see, everything's still working with the audio. I'm also a nerd. And I'm nerds. We're all nerds printing, but if it's, yes, sorry guys, sorry. Hey, it's extruding. Let me show you. I feel like I'm just moving you guys closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. Soon you'll be inside the printer. The blocks. Let's see, we need some lights here. Gazoom. So that's what's happening right now. Well, it's extruding, so let's say that's successful. Go back, back, back. It's still extruding. I thought it asked it to stop. I'm not sure why it's still extruding, because we did load it and I said okay. There we go, now it's ready. Damn, it really fills up. Now it's pushing harder for some reason. I don't understand. I'm not sure what it's doing, it's like over extruding. I don't know why, but it's trying to extrude too much. I did mess around a little bit with the cards, so I'm gonna stop this. I guess that's what's happened. We learned that you do not enter or remove a SD card while loading filaments. So that's the clicking. It started a bit slow and then it went higher with the printing speed, and then I guess that's good if you fail to, yeah, Dustin, I think that's pretty good. If you fail to load it, it restarts the loading procedure, so you don't have to wait for the filament to go all the way. So, okay, let's try to take this SD card. And let's see what we need to format it for, because I'm not sure what kind of format the printer can handle. So let's see if I can give you guys all right, so we need to go here. Let's get some help. Downloads, it's a big button. And let's see if we can set this up. So for the block 0, I can't see your shots. I want to see the shots. There we go. Let's see, Cura. I need Cura for Windows. I don't think maybe I do have that on this computer. Just making sure that you can still see the webcam in the corner. Usually that's where I sit. So I sit here and look at you guys when I do stuff. Okay, we have Cura. Install, yes, yes, yes. I'm just installing stuff here. So Cura is now loaded. What does it say? Print profiles, let's download that. So in Cura, we start Cura. Whoa, okay, that's good. Updates, we like that. So configure the printer. Select machine, add a new machine. Press next, on the custom. I guess that's what we're going to do, and well, I can send some data to those guys. Custom blocks 0 on X insert 120, on Y insert 140 millimeters, and on Z 120. Nozzle size is 0.4 because that's what all the cool guys do, and we're finished. Oh no, sorry. So this is there was probably a SD card that I didn't get, but I'm using Cura here, so I just downloaded Cura, and then we after that, let's see, where are you guys? After that, we I just read the step 2 here and inserted into Cura. So sorry, I apologize all my things here. Let's see, it doesn't want to read my SD card. which is interesting. Never mind. Let's go to machine. I needed to go into the setting, zero profiles. I'm just going to leave those in documents. Load open profile. Let's go with PLA, like so. Okay, this looks interesting. Now we should probably add a model. Yeah, that's 3D-printer. They also mentioned about slicer, but at their new site here, they recommend Cura slicer. So I'm actually gonna go with that. Yeah, absolutely Sparky Face. I don't have simplifying this computer, unfortunately, or I do, but it's currently licensed on another computer. So let's just stop it there. I'm gonna go to my favorite site. You guys can check me out here as well. I've done some stupid stuff, but I'm gonna go to what we did over at Creative Tools, the 3D Benchy. You probably have seen it before. And this is actually why we did it, so we can test things. I'm just gonna drag this in here. Zone. 1 hour and 21 minutes. Let's just see if that prints. So let's go up here. Now, we probably want to do something more. What do you mean no SD card? Put in an SD card. Okay, let's try another one. Oh, god damn it! I have to use the camera con. Ah, give me a second. I guess 64 gigabyte is too much for this one, and with an adapter. That's probably why it's not working. So 1 second again. This one should work. I hope this SD card works. Let's see. No Sparky Face, we haven't leveled it, and that was actually what I was supposed to do here now. So I want to go into the leveling here. Yeah, of course I tried a Lego Benchy. Who do I think I am? Of course I tried it. Let's go to level plates. I should, maybe you guys want to have like, I'm gonna do a full review of course, but I just want to show you guys how everything's working out and yeah, of course. Dustin, this is why we have 2 build plates, so one can fail. It's it's probably supposed to be like that. All right, so check this out here. What do we have on the menu? From the beginning, we have we can see that we have a printer. It's currently on that Z level. We have flow rate, everything, blah, 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 blah. Nothing interesting here, 36 degrees. But as soon as we click on a button, we can either print from SD card or we can also control it. And on that, it's currently 11 o'clock here where I live, so it's quite late, but I'm still a little bit awake. On the control here, we can do filament, where we can load and unload, nothing fancy. We can also move the axis around if we want to do that, as I showed you before. We can also level the build plate, which we will do soon. And we can change the temperatures. And we can go down and preheat, and that's about it. So let's level it off. Press to start. We're now looking over here. Is it auto level? No. It says adjust first point, and I guess it's mechanical, but it actually looks good. And yeah, I'm doing this by eye because I'm feeling a little bit crazy. That's also okay. Maybe, just maybe I should tighten it a little bit. It's never a bad idea, right? I'm really used to having like machines where I just level them by looking at them almost. Let's see, where do I level this? I'm gonna tighten it down a little bit. Is it okay? Yeah, I think so. Wait a second, I need to do this correctly. I mean, when you do get a kit of like essential tools for your 3D printer, of course I'm gonna use them. Shameless plug! So we're actually gonna use some of the leveling cards here, because those are the best things I have around for leveling, and that's what they are designed for. So just gonna check this out. There's a little bit of resistance, but I think that's, yeah, it's probably too much. I'm gonna trust you, Dustin. I'm gonna trust you and tighten the screws a little bit. That's actually too much. Now the trick here is that you want to have a little bit of resistance, but it shouldn't be like this. So when I bend the paper now, I push it, it doesn't go through. Actually now it goes through. But you can see that it pops up, and that's not a good thing. So you want to tighten it a little bit, and now it moves back and forth much easier, a little bit more. So that's the trick of having a perfectly level printer. Hashtag Anton knows stuff. It's okay. Level plates. Now the question is, do we apply something on the build plate or do we just go? I do have some Printafix here, and maybe I should use that since I have it here. Please don't make that hashtag real, because then I actually have to like answer questions and stuff. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna shake this bottle. So I want to show it in picture, so you guys don't think that I'm gonna shake this bottle and just to give it a little bit of a spray, something like that. Perfect. I'm probably never gonna get any prints off of this. No, please. Don't do it. Let's just stick the plate back in position. I think that's gonna be good. All right, so we're all set. Plate is leveled, code is sliced. The plate is made out of a semi-transparent thing that has this really natural shape with grooves. And if you look closely, you can see a test print. So it's probably plexiglass or similar to plexiglass. It's a little bit flexy. It's matte, so I think that's one of the key features making cold print stick. And also the size of this machine should make it really easy to print anyway. So I'm using a Printers Pro's Printafix. Printafix. There we go. Shadow. The shadow makes it easier to read. And yes, they sent me this stuff, so it's actually like kind of almost sponsored. But just so you know. Let's print from the SD card. I do have a lot of benchies here since this. I need to rename this benchy because I do have like this is the Sigma printers SD card, so I probably need to rename it to something else. Otherwise, we're gonna have a error. Let's see here. These are all G codes. I'm just switching you guys over so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just removing the stuff here. Never make jokes in live stream, they will be recorded forever. Oops, you don't want to see that guy. Woo! Sorry, lost focus. So the benchy here, 1 hour onto the SD card. The SD card now only has one model. We should be able to print that. Let's just remove these here. You shouldn't see those. And we're all good to go. So back to the printer. So, let's see, card inserted, print from SD, train test, oh, there we have it, 3D benchy. Ooh, it starts. Now I'm gonna hold my microphone around here, so it's around 2 decimeters from my mouth and 2 decimeters from the printer. And I try to aim it above. No, it's not called above, it's called up. So you will probably like see how it sounds. It's actually not sounding a lot right now, but the passive mode is quite nice. The passive fan is not as loud as I imagined. I had heard something that it wasn't that quiet, but I suppose that the axis that moves everything around is maybe a little bit louder. It is supposed to be a cheaper machine, and maybe they don't put like all the best bearings and stuff like that. So it's 135 degrees right now and moving upwards. I really want to fetch some water, but I'm gonna live as I learn and always look at the first 2 and 3 layers. So let's do that before we leave it unattended a few seconds. Yeah, it's actually quite neat. And there is an adjuster back here, so if you need to adjust the screw, you can do that. I should really have like something to point with. That would be a good idea. Doesn't Joel have like that fun little like pokey hand? Maybe it's not called pokey hand. I can use a knife. Always play with knives. So this here can be adjusted up and down if you need to tighten the belts. And I'm just going to remove some of that. But it's actually, I think it's purging right now. Woo! Yep. It's alive! It sounded. It said something. It's printing in air. Now this filament has been laying around here for a little bit of a while, so that could be a reason why it's not perfect. Hey! It's sticking! Can you see it? Let's see if I can help you guys out with the light here a little bit. It's actually printing pretty quickly. Let's see, maybe something like this with the lights. Well, Miles, you also have to consider that you're working with a professional here, so it's probably like 240% my fault, or maybe not. Yep, it's a boat. coming along. So let's just leave it for a few layers. I mean, we all know how the Benchy looks, and for the full review, I'll have a lot of time to print boats and stuff. It's now bridging over the text on the below side of the Benchy, and I think it looks good. I want to get you guys closer, but I'm not sure if that's possible. Let's try it. Let's go on a journey with me, shall we? So yeah, here's the setup. You want to have some camception. Let's just whoopsie-daisy. Wow. No, let's just not do that. So in here, you can now see the Benchy being printed. It's not getting that sharp, but hopefully you can see it. So yeah, it moves the X and the Y axis separately. It's actually looking pretty good. So this is now the inside of a machine. Hello, inside of a machine. So that is my roof. There's the cables for the display. And that's the other belts moving. Let's see, what do we have on this side? We have some more cables and a motor. Wow, this is like, it looks really big, this printer. It's really, really big. I promise you guys. I mean, look, here's my hand over here. No, wait, my hand is over here. It's so big, yeah. I'm just kidding. It does have a little bit of resonance. Let's see if we can check out what's underside the build plate as well. So here you can see how that looks. So that's one way of attaching bearings. This is ziplock. Yeah, that's good. Looks good. How close can we go? If I could only get some light on this, it would probably be much better. Yeah, it's not really focusing, but it looks really good, so take my word for it. And I'm gonna put you guys back where you belong. On the tripod. Slightly angled. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, the light is a little bit intense. Ah, that smell of PLA, I just love it. I think that it would be cool if they added like a lot of LEDs inside here. Maybe that's a mod I should do. Do something like that. Oh. Chemicals and nerdiness, that's the best, right? So as you can see here, I'm just using one of these. It's probably not bad, but you could use more if you want to. Print Creator, this is a review unit, but this should be similar to the ones being assembled. As Dustin Jetman just mentioned before, it's probably one of the side panels are wrong and has been changed in production. I think it's been changed in production. I have to get back to you guys on that with the full review. But the USB cable doesn't fit there. So it fits on the motherboard, but it doesn't really, you have to kind of bend things, and we don't want to do that. So yeah, LEDs make everything faster. But yeah, it's a review unit. I'm supposed to ship it back later, and they will probably not use this for, they shouldn't use this for deliveries to customers, but I haven't pre-ordered one yet, but I'll see if I enjoy this one. It's quite enough for me to have here in my apartment. The Sigma is a little bit too loud, unfortunately. I'll see if we can fix something with that, do some mods or something, but it's a little bit too loud. I don't know if I should put myself in the frame as well. Is that, nah. I'm just sitting here like, hello. But no, you don't want to see me today. Let's just keep the stream on here. Yes, Sparkyface. I think it's also a good way to tension the belt. I mean, for this small machine, I guess that the belts don't really need that much of tensioning. If you have a longer belt, I suppose it moves more with heat and stuff, so it actually affects the printer in a different way. Maybe, but again, I'm not sure. It just sounds logical. But it's been a few layers. Everything's looking good. I did print the benchy in the wrong direction. So you can see on the right side here we have, we would really want to use like the cooling fan on this side, because then it cools the front of the boat a little bit better. And on this side we do have the blower fan, so I should have put the front of the boat there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. No, Miles, I think it's pretty awesome. I think this is a cool way of using the belts. I mean, they do what they're supposed to do, and it looks kind of cute as well. But yeah, for all of you that I think this printer, it was really easy to set up. I'm curious on if you build it yourself, it's probably going to be a little bit more tweaking. But for me, it was just about checking the build plates. And I don't want to brag, but I kind of do that daily. So for me, it's just a matter of like checking it visually. And I did a little bit of fine tweaking of moving it, like, let's see, I don't know how much this is, but probably like this much. That's the span I needed to adjust it. Miles, if you have a replicator too and it doesn't perform well, I'm sorry, but it has to be something with your slicer or maybe your filament, because the replicator 2 is seriously one of the best printers ever. No, I don't know stuff about that, but it's a superb printer. Unfortunately, it wasn't really that kind of open source that we wanted it to be, but it's really amazing. So I would recommend you to check your thermal tube and maybe change the PTFE, maybe change the nozzle while you're at it, and it should be ready to go. Absolutely, Printer Science. I'll share it on Twitter later, and I'll do a full review as well. So if you're not already subscribed, you should probably go ahead and do that. And if you want, you can like put on that little bit of a bell, and it should be visible for you. See you, Printing Science. This sounds weird, Miles. It's I feel for you. Oh, Miles, what kind of printers do you have now? Or if you do have any. Otherwise, what are you doing here? Get out! I'm just kidding. Okay, while you guys type, I'm gonna do another zoom for you, so you can check out the results so far. Look at that overhang on the front. It's really good, even though we're not at the fan. So it looks good, and the infill is good as well. The infill was better with Cura that the Ultimaker 3 was. It still has some under extrusion inside, but I guess that's just Cura presets. Yeah, the Prusa Mark II, I really want to review that. Hopefully I can do that someday soon. DaVinci Pro, yeah. How do you like the DaVinci Pro print creator? Is it... I'm not that familiar with the XYZ. I know that we rated them a while ago, but I haven't really tried that one recently. A Frankenspark, that sounds interesting. I'm just gonna move this printer up onto like a little bit of a cushioning here. Oh, wow, that made a lot of difference. So tip for anyone is to add like something cushy under the printer. That's right, Sparky Face. We can all quit. Right. I think the sound level is actually really, really good. It's especially now when I move this on. I guess these could rattle a little bit, but there's something is rattling. Maybe it's some cables here. Yeah, I think it's something on the PLA cooler that could have been a little bit more silenced. Interesting. It says it's supposed to have a market price of around 350 euros. I'm not sure if that's including VAT or not, so I have to leave that out, but it should be with VAT included. I think that's like a EU thing that you have to say prices with that. And that's basically tax. 2 Wombats together. That sounds really interesting. Did you show it off somewhere? Ooh. Congratulations. Okay, it's on the Twitter already. Okay, cool. I'm just hitting up some tweets here. Frankenspark, it even has a great name. By the way, did you guys see the Autodesk project? Let me see if I can show you guys. 1 second here. Did you guys see this here? Now, I don't know if I'm allowed to even show like YouTube's, but check this out here. So this is from, well, it's not from this guy, but it's from Autodesk. So they have like one big printer, and then they have a lot of print heads on the same axis. So I'm not quite sure how it moves. But that looks insane. Do they show it like from above? No, they just put a camera in here. Let's see here, maybe this is something better. Yeah, so here you can print like one big thing with multiple. Oh, that was cool. We want to see that again. It's almost like a Sigma. Look at that. Oh my god, that's so cool. Awesome, awesome. Whoops, wrong. There we go. You guys want to go for a close-up ride again? Let's see. Miles, their software is free. If you don't like, if you're not a super big company. Let's see. Can we get some focus here? No, it's probably too close. But that overhang is looking mighty fine. Look at that. Ooh, we can even look inside the build plates. That looks pretty good. Is there something else I can show you guys? Yeah, it actually does print really, really good. So I'm really impressed with that. It's now closing up the top layer on the deck. It's looking really, really good. And again, for you guys who don't know, I'm using a Echo filament from Creative Tools. So it's a higher quality PLA. It's not like anything magical, but it's a good quality. Good price, but it's a EU supplier, so most of you guys in the US might not find it that easily. It's a standard 175mm PLA 1 kilo spool. So I will probably maybe try it with some of these, the carbon fiber from HD PLA from Pasta, probably after I've tried it with a few other spools. I have some for example, Pro Matte from Type A machines that I want to use as well. So this one should be really interesting. It's a really, it's almost like foam. It has, I think, 0.5 or 0.75 grams per cubic centimeter. So it's a really low volume material. It's like, I think normal PLA is usually around 125 grams per cubic centimeters, and this should be like 175 or something. So that's really interesting. yeah, hashtag Europe, no. That's a better hashtag to use. I do have some more spools of filamentive waiting for me currently. And I will probably bring that here as well. And some other PETG and stuff, for example. So yeah, I know it's a cool printer. It doesn't have any heated bed. So, but I will still use some PETG on this, for example, especially with the printer fix. I don't see that being a issue really. Let's move you guys in here again. So let's deep dive, so you guys can check out that. Do you see this? The deck is now being completed, and it looks really good. There's a few like marks on traveling. So I guess that the retraction could be. Oh, it has a layer left. Sorry about that. I thought it was ready, but that looks really, really good. Can I move like with the prints? That's difficult. Let's move you guys back here. Yeah, I know. Dustin has a few spools. No, but I mean, you kind of end up. I mean, Dustin has a few different sizes on his machine, so you do end up with a lot of different spool types. So it may look like much material, but I mean, if you're testing materials, it is quite a lot. Sorry, it's not that much. Sorry, I'm trying to find like a tweet here I did some time ago. He's busy counting his spools. Oh. Yeah, but come on, Dustin, just admit it. It's probably just like empty containers, right? I think that you I think that you run around and collect boxes. I know that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find like something to to stick in the background on my set. So I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you guys one of the old tweets here. Oh, this doesn't work. Whoa. Okay, it does. Whoa, 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 whoa. So this is coming in from Filamentive. They're kind enough to ship me some filament. But I just wanted to scroll down through some of the tweets here. Let's see. Yeah, this one was pretty cool. But I think that we took a picture sometime with a lot of filaments laying around. I can't remember when it was, but I don't have it right here, so it's difficult for me to show you guys. Oh yeah, do you remember this one? Yeah, Ravi is the best. This one here is almost finished as well. Let's see. I do know I had it here somewhere. Is there like any way to just select pictures on your Twitter accounts? I know I had it somewhere. Never mind. By the way, look at this. Isn't this cool? Oh. Anyways, I'm not gonna do this anymore. If you haven't already, you should probably follow me on Twitter. Yeah, I have some cool tweets from the history, and if you haven't done it already, if you want to look at projects and stuff, I kind of have a lot on the channel. But I mean, I know you guys, you've already seen it. Let's see, how is the printer doing? It's doing good. Can we like enlarge this one here? Maybe we could do something like this. Could we like... This is pretty cool. Is there like anything I can show you guys? Is there anything I can teach you guys while the print is going? Except looking at my Twitter and hopefully making sure that every one of you follow me. Except for that, of course. Is there... let's see, I can show you guys my website. I'm not sure if you had the opportunity to see it yet. It's totally up to you guys if you want to see it, but I've collected some of the main projects, and usually I try to like do some extra stuff around it. So this is pretty cool. This is a story that I did before on a scanning project. So I used a Creaform handy scan, which is, yeah, it's overkill. But I used that for scanning my snowball helmet. I got a mesh, took it into Rhino, which was my CAD software from that. From that day and age, it was a few years ago. So I designed these parts, just super simple, not strong, nothing good at all. Printed them with a ABS on the MakerBot Replicated 1, which was my first printer that I had myself. And then I glued it on to the helmet. I attached the rod and a GoPro. And this is the result. Let's see, can we make it bigger? No, it's about this size. So this spins freely on my head, and moving it in the 120 frames per second creates some cool slow motion. And yeah, I know I'm not the best snowboarder, but this is kind of cool when it spins freely. So this one is really interesting. So we just spin it with our hand, and it moves around. Yeah, the crazy Swedes in the snow. Let's see, do we have any other fun projects here? Let's see, let's load some more. Yeah, we have some reviews here, of course, and this one here, hopefully you've all seen it. It's the video on the moisture, where I do a lot of testing on different filament spools, find out some data on how it looks with moist and dry ABS and stuff like that. So here's all the data if you want to read it. a lot more. I'll just give you guys a small link to that, checking out later. What else is there? Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. If you haven't had the opportunity to check out some really close-ups of materials, this is actually pretty neat. So this here is a Formlabs printer. So you can see that there is something resembling like, what's it called? Resemblance? No, I don't know what this is called. But the layers here is super, super nice. Scanners? Yeah, I love scanners. Yeah, I also do scanning at work. Unfortunately, most of the products there I can't talk about, but it's usually high-end scanning with Artex and stuff like that. I have a little bit of a comparison video here, if you guys want to check it out. Should be somewhere around here. So I have this here, for example, if you want to check out. It's my Artec Spider versus EVA. Oh, dental scanning, that's pretty cool. So do you have like a intraoral scanner, so it scans inside the mouth, or do you do like more scanning of molds? 3-shape scanners, cool. Yeah, that's probably enough on the website, but here's a few products here, especially my camera rig. Yeah, Printtrade, the Connect is pretty good, I think. For consumer, it's really fun that you can use it, and it's so easy just to get going with. But I mean, for like, usually you need to have like some even higher grade scanner to do like technical stuff where you actually need some accuracy. But this product here is pretty cool. I designed a rig that works. I have it in pieces right now. I'll probably like assemble it on camera soon. If you want, you can find it here on Thingiverse. It's under my username, Print Tech Design. If you guys want to check it out. I think it looks pretty cool. No way, Creator. What? That's awesome. So you create and sell rigs. Do you 3D print parts to them as well? Camera new in the Netherlands. Huh. That sounds really cool. Then I know who to ask when I need to buy like some proper gear sometime soon. Maybe like a follow focus and stuff. 45 seconds to mill it. Wow, that's really quick. So impressive. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you guys some of the products that I'm doing in Fusion right now. Oh, scanning. Oh, sorry. So the scanning takes 45 seconds. That's nice. But it's automated scan then? Is it any? It's not like an Asian brand, right? That's awesome. I was looking at Shining 3D. They do like the oral scans and stuff like that. But that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can join in here. Let's see, did I ever fix this model? I'm not sure if I did. I know I had like a shuckle mode. Yeah, it's probably this one here. Just wanted you to show you guys. So, is this still here? I'm just trying to find the bodies. Do I have like a histogram? So this is a project I did a while ago. So maybe that's interesting for you guys, maybe it's not. So I 3D scanned a person. I then converted them into a step file and then kind of easily created a mold and printed it with a soft material so they would stick together and create a good form for chocolate molds. So they pour down, you would pour down chocolate here and create your own chocolate pralines. I think that's pretty fun. Let's see, do we have anything else fun here? Don't think so. This is of course the DSLR camera. So this here is the whole assembly and everything like that. And it's still like a work in progress, especially on the follow focus parts. That's something to work on. So this still needs like to be actually workable. This is just some stuff that I came up with. Right now, the idea was like to fill this with oil or something, but no, that's just stupid. So I'm gonna add like real bearings to make sure that everything works well, but and make it adjustable as well. So still working on this one. Not really finding the time for it, unfortunately. But I guess that's just what we do. But all of this is printed. 3D Print Creator, I did a little bit of a video about it. It's on my channel. It's called something about overview. So that could be interesting later. So this is a camera rig. So you put your camera here. Let's see if I can just... here we go. So you do... It's like this here. So I kind of have it here, like out of focus. Wow, I need to put on HD. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I've been doing that a little bit. I'll probably try to be even better on streaming while modeling. I think that's pretty interesting for a lot of people. And I kind of like it as well. So here I am looking cool. Is it HD? Yeah, it's just an unshot video. But that's what the camera rig is for. There are some, this is like version 1, so there are some stuff I want to improve with it. I did like a whole video on how to build it. I started off in Rhino a long time ago. Then I printed like the first parts, trying stuff out, and then I scanned, come on internet, I scanned a few parts. If I can get that to work. So this is where I did like a clay model and then scanned it. So I was going to use the digitizer. So I just put my hands in there and then it created a model. I cleaned it up in Mesh Mixer at the time, just to move some stuff. And in Rhino, I took and did this pattern and then lofted it through. So I made this shape and then made it a dual extrusion print. And I think that I printed it as well. Yeah, this is probably it. So I printed it in the Replicator 2X with white TPU and black PLA. I think it was ABS maybe. So it's squishy. This wasn't the best one, so I kind of rejected it later, but I think it was good for something. Let's see, 5th video. I think I'm just doing like an update. This was before I made it small, so I had like a really big 100mm system. So I used really, really big rails, and I wanted to make it slimmer, so that's what I did later with the final one. Or this is actually like the overview video. Go through stuff. Oh, I just showed a CAD, okay. But there's a whole playlist for that if you guys want to see it. Okay, let's go back for the printer. So where are we at, Mr. Benchy? How are you looking? You're looking mighty fine, I might say. Check this out, guys. There's a little bit of, you can see there's like a line on the Z-axis. So that's, it's not a layer shift or anything, it's just, maybe the screw needs some oil or the screw haven't moved up and down for a while. But I mean, other than that, it's looking really, really sharp. This is very impressive. Well, if it could only print like on the other side, that would be really good. Guess not. Bye, Miles. See you later. Oh yeah, the time is like 12 o'clock. So that's a link to the website. Yeah, I guess we're gonna run this through. What is it at? It's at 48%. Yeah, it's looking really, really good. It's probably gonna be quite epic. And the filament is, the extruder is working well as well. I mean, I'm not printing with any crazy speeds. You're welcome, print creator. And hopefully you guys don't see too much like ads and stuff. I'm not gonna run any, but there are, if you guys want to, you can always check out the referral links down below in the description. It really helps out a lot. I'm doing this on my spare time, and it helps like being able to buy some gear out of Amazon and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this the print is running well. I'm not sure what else to show you guys. Let's see. The only issue was that the cable actually didn't fit in the machine, but I mean, running it from the SD card is not an issue at all, so I'm not sure that's an issue. It's probably gonna be solved as well. Let's see. Okay, okay, okay. What? How can it do that? Oh my god, I need to update my website. Hey Blocks! It's nice to see that you guys find yourself all the way over here. Yeah, I see it now. Hopefully that is saved. Yeah, Blocks, you're late. The Benchy is already gone like really far. But it's looking good. I'm impressed. We did a visual leveling of the build plates, and this is now what's being printed. Of course, the Benchy, and I'd say that the preliminary results is totally confirmed and approved and everything like that. So that's looking really good. The only thing is that I think that I had, like Dustin Jetman said, might be a little bit of problem with the USB cable not fitting in this side here. But as he said, it's probably from the early manufacturing stage. So I guess that's totally okay. But it's running really good. It's quite enough. I put it on a little bit of a dampening plate here, but it's performing really well. I'm very happy with it. And Blocks, is there anything else I should show our lovely viewers? Is there something I've missed? I think I've shown all the systems, all the menu, everything all around. And if you haven't been here all the time, people seem to be quite impressed. But it's the result is looking really well. Maybe I can do like a close-up and show you guys on Twitter or something. I'll see if I can do that. Patreon works. Yay! Thanks, man. Oh my god, you're the best. You're gonna be in the end of the videos now. Thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome, Blocks. That's really comforting to hear. Super nice. This is like cameraception. Now I'm tweeting, so that's why I'm a little bit quiet. You know, I'm a guy, I can't do 1,000 things at once. I need to train a monkey to tweet for me. Yeah, so the Indiegogo link is here, if you guys want to check it out. I'll put it in the description as well. Did you make a new? Well, it's January, so it's the month that you're supposed to spend your money and have nothing left to live on. Isn't that right? Well, it's almost the end of January, right? Almost. Don't worry, I'll add it for you. That's true. So do you guys want to hear the machine a little bit more? It's now, I'm gonna put the microphone really close to it, so the sound level isn't right, but the type of sound will be right. So I'm just gonna leave it here for a few seconds so you guys can hear it. Let's see, did I have any other fun project to show you guys? Photos? No. So I'm also working on this here. Thanks to Gets. Sparky Face, I do have the... Yeah, sorry about that. Sparky Face, I do have the microphone just beside it, as you can see, but I don't think it's that loud. I mean, it's past midnight here, and I'm running this in my room, and if I close the door, I won't hear it. So I think it's really, really good level. I'm running this at the normal print speed, so it could be that running it a little bit higher will be a little bit more noisy, but we'll just have to see that. All right, so yeah, maybe I've shown you guys this. So this is originating from Daniel Naris, my colleague, my buddy, who does these great models. This is the Formula 1 open RC car that I've been modifying a little bit. So I've been changing the base plate, moving the wheels back a little bit to be able to create a printable, or should be printable, Ferrari Enzo, if everything shows up. Ah, there we go. Not the lid. lid. So this will be printable sometime soon, I hope. I'm still in the works of like making it work. So there's a few parts and clearances that needs to be worked out, and it's not the prettiest machine, but I made this from T-splines, just modeling out, so this kind of needs to be worked on a little bit more, but I've already divided some of the parts, and let's see, I think the lid is the next one printing, but I printed these two parts. Should be like on the Twitter somewhere, really recent. Like just a few days ago. Come on, guys, where are you? Ah, I thought it was here. Oh, never mind, never mind. So that's also being worked on. And what else is there? Is there something cool here? No, not really. Nothing fancy. Let's just skip that. Okay, so it's at 76%. It's running superb still. Still just printing on. I can show you guys. So this is the left side of the printer, and this is the top side, and this is the inside, and this is the left side. So here I'm running the Echo filament. Yeah, if you guys didn't see before, this is how the extruder looks, or the dry block. It's a Bowden style. Has this spring, so it's loaded, so if you want you can pull this back, but you shouldn't do that during printing. Works flawlessly. So that's what I'm printing with right now. Light gray from Echo 190 to 230. And yeah, also I didn't even look at changing the material, the temperature for the filament. That's also worth noting. It just printed perfectly without doing any changes. Maybe I could bump this up a few degrees. Could bump this up a little bit. I know that usually that this filament needs a few extra degrees. So guys, how's it going in the chat? Are you still surviving? Are you still hearing me? Have you all fallen asleep? Yep. That's cool, Print Creator. We'll be in touch, and thanks again for helping out on Patreon. It's amazing. See you. Good, good, good. I'm getting let's see, how does it look inside? Yeah, it looks good. Oh, that's my hair. Sorry about that. So I guess we'll just await this printer and wait for it to finish. Do you guys want me to? Yeah, exactly, staring at prints. There should be like I should probably make like a Twitch channel for just streaming prints and nothing but prints. So like over day and night. That would be pretty cool. So it's at 80%, closing up now. Do you want me to try to speed it up a little bit? Let's do that. Let's bump it up to 130. Let's see what happens. Living on the dangerous side. I know it's difficult for you guys to see, but it still looks very, very nice here. There's not really any differences. The temperature is still working flawlessly. Ralph, you could sometimes I say to people that want to enclose their printers that they can do it and they can add some blue lights and it will look like an aquarium. So you can have like printed fishes and stuff, and that's totally fine to have an aquarium, so you can still have like a printer inside, and it will be the same thing. Or an open fire. A printer also puts out some heat, and it's also very cozy to look at, so instead of having an open fire, which is dangerous, you can have a printer. So I'm gonna speed down again. I see that on these overhangs it's a little bit optimistic to have it print that speed. No, you're totally right, Duplicate. It's I mean, sure, maybe I save like 30 seconds, but in the end it's not worth it. So I'm seeing now that the overhangs on the cabin is a little bit tricky. I still have the left one, the rear one. No, it's actually in the front, so we still have that left, which we will see the result of without being any result of being sped up a little bit. So let's see how the front window looks later. Yeah, especially the sound is very, very relaxing. Maybe one can like make some you know, these coffee shop sounds where if you're studying you can plug in some headphones and listen to like coffee sounds, nature, birds, waves and stuff like that. Should probably like do stuff like that for printing. Okay, Dustin, thanks a lot for sticking by. People should really watch your streams as well. They're awesome. Unfortunately, me personally, it's usually the wrong time zones, but that's really fun anyway. So catch you later, Jetman. So Dustin left, that's probably why the stream ended. Sorry about that. Sorry. I think it was something about the recording. It tried to record locally as well, and my drive went full. So that's something to watch out for. It should be back right now, right? I think it's all live. Yeah, so the bench now is looking super fine in the front. Let's see if I can zoom in for you guys. So note to self, don't speed up during the overhangs here. So these overhangs are due to the upsped of the printing. Whoa, sorry, you guys are flying. But look at this, the front window, it looks very, very nice. Super sharp. Yeah, probably, that's probably rear wire. Let's see. Let's see, ringing around the front. Actually, no, there's nothing I can see right now. But the reflection is a little bit nice. I can see a little bit of ringing. Let's see if I can point here for you. So exactly here. No, maybe I can use the computer instead. That's much more easy. So I can show you where it's ringing a little bit. So usually you see a lot of ringing around here and around here, and right now I can't see anything at all over here. And also I can see a little bit of ringing in this area, but that's really subtle. Let's see. Yeah, it's really subtle, but I can see something there. But honestly, I can't see anything here on these sides, which are usually where you see a lot of ringing. But I do see a little bit of the Z-axis screw. I'm not sure if it has to do with oil or something. Maybe I need to run it a few times up and down, because there are full layer, I won't say shifts, but layer precision issues maybe. I have to feel them later. It could be that the light is reflecting them a little bit strange, but I have to look at that later. What are we at? We're at 91%. How can we make this more exciting? Let's just check out the website a little bit and see what they have to offer. So let's see the blocks here that we're looking on today. It's on Indiegogo right now. So that's quite interesting. Can have it assemble or not? I think that's pretty cool. Hey, there's Dustin! That's awesome. And I would agree with this one. I'm going to try it at a higher resolution. We're using 0.2 right now, which is a little bit light. We could use a little bit more. Some ABBA. Let's say, is these ones are all, yeah. I mean, you can pick up 10 of them. That's a pretty decent price, actually. That's really nice. Here's the team. We want to see here also they have the blocks 1. So this seems to be like a little bit of a bigger machine. That's interesting. Also has a heated bed, which is interesting. Maybe juggle some benches. If only I could juggle, because bench sheet there's a lot of. But this looks interesting, and I guess you guys already checked this out. And also have a custom, fully customizable 3D printer. This looks really big. That could be interesting. What is that, inches or millimeters? Okay, so I guess this blocks, could you help me out explaining the 0.008? Is that to help out with the set screw? Millimeters, yeah. But I'm guessing that's to... Hi, unlucky creators. You're late to the stream. But I'm guessing that these ones are, you're not doing 0.1 since you want to optimize for the set screw, right? So that's why it's 0.008, I'm guessing. Let's do that later. While we look at the print, we can do this one here a little bit smaller. So half the size and super resolution. Two layers, fill 15, print speed 30. I think that's going to be cool. It's now doing the last few pieces here. So let's just check that out live. Oops, there we are. It's really doing this well. The whole cool down, slower phase. It's really quiet. It's awesome. So 96%. Is it too early to start the drum roll? It feels so close. It's so close. So can you see the ringing now that I was talking about? So there's more or less nothing up here. There's no ringing here. but there's a little bit down here, just super little. I'm not sure if you even can see it. Now I'm getting way too close. But there's a little bit of ringing. I shouldn't be that close. Maybe I'll burn the camera or something. If you look closer, you can even see a captain inside. Or maybe not. Okay, I'm gonna try to minimize your headache by putting the camera back on a tripod. Yeah, I need to check out how much wattage it takes. See if maybe you can add like a UPS on your back and run around with it printing. That would be really cool. Let's see, 99% guys. Drum roll. Ooh, that's a big nose. All right. It's here, it's live, it's real. I can touch it. Okay, let's give you guys the grand tour. This is the Benchy, which I won't focus on. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's see, can we have a look at it here? Yeah. That looks really, really good. 0.2mm layer, so it's like the standard settings for a Benchy. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, let's take it out. Yeah, let's just remove the 2 clips. I should use 4 clips, but sorry, all 3 clips. But you know, Anton knows stuff, so he only uses 2 or something. Let's see here. Ta-da! ct3d.xyz. That's a pretty cool URL. So there's no ringing around these ones. I'll give you guys some close-ups on probably on the website later, but this is probably why Blocks asked me to print with not 0.2 or 0.1mm exactly, but also use a little bit of a different layer height. And this is a common phenomenon. This is not unique for this print at all. Sometimes the 0.1, 0.2 or 0.3mm isn't the correct one. You want to use like 0.22 or 0.13. Sometimes it's just for marketing, but sometimes it's actually to prevent these kind of, I wouldn't say layer shifts, but it's noise in the Z-axis. It has to do with the Z screw. So sometimes there's more optimal, things like that. Hey, Maker's Muse! Nice to see you here. So, aren't you asleep in Australia? Well, who am I to ask about time zones? So, these layer shifts here are probably easily solved by just using a non-fixed value for the layer height. So probably 0.19 or maybe 0.22 instead. So I'm gonna try to bend this one. I can hear it crackling. There we go. It's off. Okay, so let's see. Let's inspect the lower layer. 11 AM, that's nice. So as you can see, I did my visual leveling
I just confirmed it by using the calibration card as well, but you can see here it could be probably be a little bit closer to the build plate. But other than that, everything is looking really good. The text on the back side is still really difficult to read. I know the camera doesn't do any justice. But other than that, this side is where the cooling is. So the cooling fan was on this side, and it's amazingly sharp. I know you guys can't see it here, but there's no type of ringing at all on this surface here. That's really impressive. And even here where we're not using the, let's see if I can show you some contrast here with the background. So we're not using any PLA cooling fan directly on this side, and it still does the overhang superb. And this little dot here on the top of the hole, that's just common. It's really common to see that. And as you guys know, we created the, at Creative Tools, we did the 3D Benchy with, I think it's 16 measure points. I'm not going to go through them all today. We're just going to do like a visual one, but it looks really good. Look here at the front window as well. The bridging is, how close can I go? The bridging here is very good. It's a little bit of sacking down, but that's not bad at all. Remember that during this phase here, I tried to speed it up to 130%. Yeah, I'm using the blocks at 100%, sorry, the fan at 100%. .254. That's a, yeah, absolutely. That will probably work well. Great tip, Angus. Thanks. But yeah, let's do a. I'll shoot some high-res photos of this one, and let's just try a small version here as well. So let's just do. I'll scale it down a little bit. So what do we have? We have 1 hour, but it's just want to see. Just want to maximize the nozzle here and see what we can do. See what we can get. Micro. And there we go. In the machine again. There we go, card inserted. Remember to put back the print bed, I say to myself. Just gonna clip it in, start the prints. Now we're kind of pushing it now, but that's why we exist, to do what you shouldn't. So see, it's moving up here. It's gonna heat up again. Just gonna show you here. I know it's not. I don't think the camera can focus here, can it? Let's just try. No, it's too close for it. Yeah, it even has a screen. And the fun thing here is that if you check out the The spool oops, sorry about that. The spool holder here is like exactly the size of the machine, which is kind of impressive. It was probably a little bit high up, but I think it works anyway. So this is a 50%. Yeah, it's really quiet. I put it on this little bit of a foam. Let me show if I can show you here. So just put it on a foam because there was no rubber feet here. So that actually made it sound a little bit on the table here. So I think this will be great. So as you see, this is a micro benchy, so it's 0.04 millimeter layers. It's also 50% scale 3D benchy. And you could probably use some of the packing material. This is just too small to focus on. But there is some dirt behind the printer. It looks like it's peeling up. It's actually like behind the printer. Ooh, it's difficult to show you guys. See, it's looking good. The speed is, let's see, what did I set the speed to? I set it to 30 millimeters per second. So down from 40. So that should probably be fine. Oops. I need like a microscope. I have an idea. Give me a few seconds and I'll try to arrange something for you. Well, that didn't work as planned. I was like thinking of if I could add like a camera lens, but I guess I'm not that, I don't have the ingenuity that I think I have. Unlikely. There is a profile for it, so I will give it a try when I can, but I'm not sure when that will happen, unfortunately. No, I'm gonna skip this. I won't use the lens. Sorry. Let's see, how is the microbench doing? Looks pretty good to me. Again, it's very difficult to show you guys since there's not a lot of light. Let's see, where are we? It's so difficult to see. Yeah, probably have to leave it for a little while. I will try it with some blocks. Do you have any suggested shore value? Any hardness that should work well with flexible? Is 85A like in NinjaFlex and stuff like that? Is that okay? Awesome. I do have some echo in 95A or 85A even, so that will be interesting. Then I can make some more Formula 1 tires. Ninja. Yeah, that's an issue, I guess. For me, I get NinjaFlex and stuff like that to stick to Kapton tape really well, but usually you need like 30 or 40 degrees, and it will stick like superbly. Pretty slower, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so the microbencher is looking good, but it's very difficult to see that it's printing. I can't show you guys unfortunately just yet. Hey printer chats. $30 millisecond as 220. That sounds nice. Do you have any tips on adhesion? Is it just speed, or will it stick to this plexiglass plate? Okay, yeah, 3D lac sounds good. Yeah, it's not much bigger than my hand. But it has a pretty decent build volume, which I think is pretty cool. Now, did you guys create the build plate from this? No, it's a little bit bigger. But that would be kind of cool to save like all that material, cutting the build plate from the window. But I suppose that goes to other parts. What's really impressive now is that we're printing at 40 microns, which is pretty close to the 25 microns that our Formlabs will do at a maximum. Again, we do have a round nozzle at 0.4 millimeters, so it's not really fair to do that comparison. But again, that's pretty impressive. And I don't see anything really being an issue. The overhang is a little bit too much flow. Maybe I could just change that down to like a few percent. I know this nozzle sometimes is a little bit big. Let's see. Can I change the flow? That's the feed rates. Okay, so I'll change the temperature a little bit. No. Okay, I think it has to be good then. But it's... The fan is not max. Okay, cool. So it's 0 to 255. I'm bumping it up. So the printer is 350 at launch, but I guess there are some early birds still on Indiegogo. Alright, so now the fan is maximized. I think the fan was pretty good on the Big Benchy. The sound level on the fan is really good. It's not loud at all. I was like first thinking, did the fan really bump up? The worst part about this stream is that due to the issues in the beginning, it's still going to be like impossible to keep in the archive. That's one of the negative sides when things aren't working out well. But anyway, I will do a full review as well later, printing with like flexibles, Liniflex and stuff like that, carbon fiber materials, even though they might tear a little bit on the nozzle. So that's going to be really interesting. I hope to have it ready in like 2 weeks. So I'm going to have this machine at home printing quite intensely on it. But more on that later. I will also, during tomorrow, because it's getting quite late here, it's 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. So I will do some high-res photos on the Big Benchy. And I will show them on the website and also at Twitter, of course. So again, I'm gonna like promote myself a little bit. So if you haven't done it already, you should check out my website. And during tomorrow, there will be some high-res photos of the Big Benchy that you can check out. So make sure that you visit the website. So the overhang is looking much better right now. Yeah, I think it looks good. I will keep it running a little bit. I'll probably end the stream pretty soon. 2.5 hours is okay for me for one of the first streams. So make sure that you guys check out the website later. Do you guys have any like last questions?
Good nuts. So you can see the bench again, Håkan. I will put on some high-res photos of this one on the website, but it looks very good. A very nice benchy. Okay, so let's stop this print. We haven't tried that yet, so we don't know if it actually stops. So let's click stop. Well, that worked. Okay, so we have the micro benchy. We have the string up, but I think that's looking pretty good. I mean, I can't show it. It's too small. It was also a little bit too far on, so that's why it kind of warped a little bit. But I think it's oops. For being this small, I think it's pretty impressive. So here I am, I'm still here, guys, so you know that I'm still alive. Let's see if we can finish this live stream. I'm gonna pick up this little body here. So I think that's a good first attempt. I totally approve with the ease of getting going. It's just plugging it in, start off just printing, and as you saw, the calibration was really easy. I only did it like more or less visually, but it worked. It was good enough. So I expect some cinnamon buns from Håkan, since we have it live on the chat, so we can all like be angry at him if he doesn't deliver. So thanks for hanging out with me in the stream, and I'll try to do this more often. I need to fix the computer in the beginning, that's all. Let's see, what else? I think that's all. If you have any questions about the blocks, I will be testing it out like the next 2 weeks. So make sure that you ask all the questions you can, and I'll try to incorporate them into the review. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for sticking around for the technical difficulties in the beginning. Make sure that you stay subscribed. If you're not, maybe you want to use the little bell function as well. And I'm gonna post some pictures on the website tomorrow, which will be Saturday, or it's actually today, but later today. I think that's it. So see you guys next time, and thanks for watching in the stream, and let's keep that chat window live for a few more seconds, shall we? See you guys, bye. How do I end this stream? Famous last words.